Hi there. In this series of videos, we're going to be testing the speedometers on various SnowRunner trucks. A lot of them are not very accurate. I managed to find a test track in a modded map by Remo 667. I needed a long, straight stretch of road that stayed level, and that I couldn't find it in any of the dev seasons at all that was long enough and straight enough. I also needed some ramp to gain speed. So what I settled on was using the beginning of this bridge where the pavement changes and then going all the way to the end 500 meters up, which I marked with a loaf. So I parked this loaf right at the end of the 500 meter stretch. That gives me time to gain speed before I hit the beginning of the bridge pavement. I have all that space back there to gain speed. And most of the trucks will maintain a steady speed for the entire 500 meters. And then I just do the math. You can reproduce this. This is the Highway Haulin 1 map from Remo 667. It's a modded map. He's got scads of modded maps, and they're all really good. He's just getting better every time he comes out with something new. This is the original Highway Haulin, and it's now called Highway Haulin 1. There's already a Highway Haulin 2, and he's working on Highway Haulin 3 right now. For this first video, I'm going to use just some trucks I have and do tests on them. And for subsequent videos, I'll probably test classes of trucks. Like I'll do a series on just Scouts and then heavy trucks, that kind of thing. And if you have a request after you've seen this video for me to test a certain type of truck, let me know in the comments. I'd like to keep it to production trucks rather than modded trucks, just for simplicity's sake. So let's get started. In the first run, I want to see what the speedometer does. Does it stay steady during the test run? Is it set for mph or kilometers? So I'll do the first run sometimes at night so I can see the speedometer better and not worry about timing it. So let's go. This is the Hummer H2. It has dual settings on the speedometer. The outside is miles per hour. Okay, it needs a little more startup room, but you can see it's right around 41 or 42 miles per hour. I'm going to call that 43 miles per hour. So what the Hummer H2 is listing is 43 miles per hour. Now we'll go back and we'll run during the day. Okay, I have the stopwatch ready. We're going to be in third person view while we're doing this. Makes it easier to be precise on the stopwatch start and stop. Well, as precise as possible. And start. I have to steer with one, I have to drive with one hand while I hit stopwatch, which I'm doing with my left hand. So I have to take my hand off the steering wheel as such because I'm using the left joystick to steer. And this thing keeps wandering, but it's not too bad. Okay, and stop. Okay, then we will go back and do 2 more runs and average them out. Next is the con loaf. Let's see how it does. The speedometer is set for kilometers per hour. And it's gotten up to just about hard to see. It's right at 40 kilometers per hour after it gets on the bridge. Now it's going to slow down a little bit after it leaves the bridge pavement. Most trucks are stable, but this one slows down a little bit. Okay, so the top speed on the con is 40 kilometers per hour per the speedometer. Next is the Chevy CK1500. Let's see what the speedometer reads. So it's right around 50 miles per hour. So I'll run tests and I'll post the results. Next is the Resvani Hercules. Let's see how it does for speedometer. It's kilometers per hour, even though it's an American vehicle. It's made in Southern California. It's based on a Jeep chassis. And they're $200,000 plus for these things. Takes a while to get up there, but it is 60 kilometers per hour at the max. Okay, let's give it a couple test runs, see what it comes out to. Next is the R87. I tried to put highway tires on all these guys to make them a little better to handle. There you can see it's 80. So that's it. Its max is 80. Next is the AAC-58DW. I think this was season 13. It's actually really good in mud. 42 kilometers per hour. All right, let's give it a test run. And there you have it. These are the trucks I've tested so far. Let me know in the comments if you want to see specific vanilla trucks tested. As far as I know, there are 3 operational gauges on the dashboards: speed, tachometer, and fuel. Of these, the fuel gauge seems to be always accurate. For For the tachometers, I don't think they have an actual relationship to engine RPMs, but I'm not certain. However, the speedometers were obviously all over the place, and for a long time I have wanted to test them. I needed to find a suitable location to use as a test track, which I found in this modified map by Remo667. Thanks for watching.